The goal of this video is to briefly introduce you to the Museum Multilingual audio guide template in PandaSuite so that you can edit it yourself and understand how it is structured. This project is made up of 5 screens. The first is the welcome screen. The second is for language selection. The third is for choosing the tour. The fourth presents the paintings from the collection. And the fifth screen focuses on a specific painting. What makes this template particularly interesting is the dynamic generation of data for the items. There is a local database in PandaSuite that has been created and structured specifically for this purpose. In particular, there is a paintings collection that brings together all the artworks. In this example, there are only 3 pieces, since it's just a template. Each artwork contains the same properties: an audio, an author, a date, a description, an image, and a name. Of course, it's possible to fully customize this structure and choose exactly which properties you want to use in the database. We use this collection on screen number 4, where all the artworks are displayed in the form of a list. To do this, there is a collection component that is dynamically connected to the PandaSuite database, specifically to the paintings collection, within which we can customize the display. Here, there is a card that displays a brief overview of each painting with a hover effect. Thanks to data binding and the collection component, it will display a card per item from this collection. Here, it's the image, and next to it, the name. We also use data binding on the artwork detail screen to display the selected paintings. Name, number, author, image, audio, all coming directly from the database. A small particularity is the display of the specific painting that was clicked. For that, we use another property that is created in the database. You may have seen it earlier. It's called Selected Painting. This is a reference that specifically points to one of the artworks. It is set as soon as the user clicks on a painting. When that happens, this reference is updated with the painting's identifier. That identifier is then used to display the data for the selected item. Finally, language management. Languages are created and managed dynamically in the project properties. Here, we already have 3 languages set up for this example. Of course, you can add more if needed. For interface elements that need translation, there's a small flag icon in the bottom right corner that allows you to switch languages and edit the corresponding content. This is especially useful for the first few screens. You simply enter the appropriate content in the correct language. As for dynamic data, like the information about the artworks, the same principle applies in the database. For each property, like the audio, you can add different language versions. For example, here we have audio files in German and English, and the same applies to the name and any other elements that need to be translated. That's it. I'll let you explore on your own. I hope this has made you want to dive in further. Happy creating, and enjoy your audio guide.